All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So Antonio Pierce is building a team. He's got a bunch of dudes coming on over, most notably Luke Getsy to run this offense, but there's still some question marks regarding the quarterback position. Are they going to run with Aiden O'Connell? Are they going to sign a veteran QB like Kirk Cousins? Or are they going to trade for a veteran QB, quote unquote veteran, like Justin Fields? Or are they going to stand pat at 13 and hope a quarterback like Bo Nix or JJ McCarthy falls onto their lap? Maybe they trade up and they take Jayden Daniels or Michael Penix. And I think if I know what Tom Telesco wants right now is to just take shots. This team is gambling. And I love this all or nothing attitude. They are building the foundation right now. And I think Tom Telesco is gearing up to make a haul, or not like a crazy haul, but make a haul for Jayden Daniels. We are seeing so many NFL insiders right now saying that Jayden Daniels and the Las Vegas Raiders seem to actually be a possible fruition plan. And we know Antonio Pierce and Jayden Daniels have connections at Arizona State. Folks, if Las Vegas gets Jayden Daniels, like, just put away the trade package for a second. Put away your worries about, I've seen comments like, oh, what big time game has he won? Folks, that's college football. Come on, man. Jayden Daniels just won the Heisman. He just won the Heisman. If the Raiders draft Jayden Daniels at pick 5, pick 7, pick 6, whatever it is, and he is quarterback 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders next season, watch the F out. Watch the F out. Maybe it's not right away. Maybe it's not a CJ Stroud type of thing, but you bet your ass. Watch out. If the Jayden Daniels Raiders happens and they get a dynamic playmaker like that. Anyways, we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to talk about some Raiders moves that have happened the last couple of days. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Along with pretty much every single day, we're posting Raiders content. So Raiders fans, if we could try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So Vic Hafer tweeted out earlier today. He was talking to Antonio Pierce, and Antonio Pierce said he expects the Raiders to acquire a quarterback this offseason and that Aiden O'Connell will have a chance to compete against him for the starting job. Now, we knew like a couple of weeks ago, once the season ended, that Aiden O'Connell, regardless of what they were going to do at the quarterback position, and keep in mind this was prior to the hiring of Luke Getsy to run the offense, we knew that Aiden O'Connell, obviously being the 4th round rookie, won a ton of football games with the squad with Bo Hardegree, which we'll also talk about in just a second because he just left for the Tennessee Titans, which does suck, but it was expected. I like Aiden O'Connell, but I need them to do something different. I like the idea of having Aiden in the quarterback room. Obviously, just came off his rookie season, but they need to make a move. And once again, it really doesn't even matter to me if it's like Kirk Cousins. It doesn't matter to me if it's Justin Fields or a rookie QB. I want them to swing for the fences, man. I'm sick of this BS, like soft beating around the bush. Like, let's go sign Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's go sign the pretty boy. Like, they've made so many mistakes in the last year. And a lot of this has to do with, Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels running this organization and running this offense. It was just a complete and utter mess. But that specific phrasing, Pierce said he expects the Raiders to acquire a quarterback this offseason and that Aiden O'Connell will have a chance to compete against him for the starting job. That sounds like, to me, actually a couple of things. It sounds like to me that there's no shot Aiden O'Connell's the starting quarterback because they're looking to upgrade it immediately. But also, the way that tweet is worded kind of seems like they would rather acquire a QB than draft a QB. I think that would be a big time mistake unless it was actually Kirk Cousins or Justin Fields. I think both of those fit pretty well. When we think about Luke Getsy and Justin Fields, though, I'm like severely turned off. That didn't work for the last 2 seasons. We saw some flashes of it. Obviously, the Bears have a bunch of holes. They were the worst team 2 years ago, and they just won 7 games this past season. But I don't think Justin Fields fits the scheme he's looking for, that Luke Getsy's looking for. Jayden Daniels changes everything. This dude does not throw interceptions. Yes, he is small, but you know what? He plays hard, dude. It kind of reminds, I'm not trying to compare him to like a Lamar Jackson, but this dude takes chances. He gambles. He puts his body on the line. He puts everything out on the line every time he steps out onto that field. And I think he's a leader. And he just won the freaking Heisman. Like, if you trade up for pick number 6, pick number 7, and you draft Jayden Daniels, I would give it, maybe like draft day, maybe the week, some Raiders fans, some NFL fans would be a little bit skeptical of the move, but I guarantee you once he steps into that Raiders locker room, into the Raiders facility, that whole narrative would change. Now, keep in mind, man, at the time of this recording, it's February 8th. They're not going to be making any of these moves anytime soon. But let's just hypothesize the way that acquire a QB. Like if they were to go out and sign like Ryan Tannehill and not draft a rookie QB, and you're moving into next season with Ryan Tannehill and Aiden O'Connell fighting out for the starting spot, that doesn't work for me. Folks, I get it. Josh McDaniels, that whole first half of the season was brutal. But in total of their 17 games, they scored 20 or more points 4 times. And I get it. It was awesome to put up 63 on the Chargers. It was awesome to win against Denver in the final week of the season. It was great to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Aiden O'Connell didn't have a completion after the first quarter. I need more. If I'm trying to compete against Patty Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on their way to another Super Bowl win, I need more. I need more spice. And that's why I think Tom Telesco was brought in. And he said this a couple of days ago that he doesn't know what's going to happen with the quarterback position. And he was just hired as the GM a couple of weeks ago. So that's, kind of obvious here. One quick final note on Luke Getsy. Raiders, Davante Adams said he was really excited about Luke Getsy becoming offensive coordinator. They came into the NFL together in 2014 with the Packers, and here was his quote. "That was a good feeling knowing a guy that I've worked with. I know how he works. I know how his mind works, and we've had success together, so it's definitely exciting." Getsy was the QC coach 2014-2015, Adams position coach in 16-17, the QB coach in 19, and the QB coach and passing game coordinator in 20 and 21. And I know like people are saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers changed the line of scrimmage, he changed the play at the line of scrimmage, blah, blah, blah. The fact that your star wide receiver likes your offensive coordinator hire, folks, don't overthink it. Don't nitpick it. Your star player, the best player you have on offense in Davante Adams, likes the offensive coordinator hire. What more do I need? I literally don't need any more. Let's give Luke a break until we see it out on the field. Anyways, Raiders interim offensive coordinator Bo Hardegree is expected to be hired as the new Titans QB coach under Brian Callahan. This does suck because the Raiders went from averaging like 15 freaking points to 23 points per game after week 9. That was ranked inside the top half of the league. And fourth round rookie QB Aiden O'Connell led the Raiders to 5 wins. The thing is this. The Raiders didn't have a turnover in the final month of the season. I don't think all of that's on the offensive coordinator. You got to play as well. But this move was just coming. I would love to retain Bo Hardegree to some degree, but he did a very impressive job in the final half of the season last year. And so I'm just letting you guys know he's now with the Tennessee Titans. All right. So that's it for today. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Raiders content. But most importantly, guys, give me your thoughts on Jayden Daniels. I know we made a Jayden Daniels video relatively recently, but give me some thoughts on what you heard from Antonio Pierce. Give me some thoughts on Jayden Daniels or who you want as QB1 for the Raiders next season. Peace.